Let's talk about the mechanism of TMS. I'm showing this because really behind it is an electromagnetic field that shows you how it communicates between brain cells. It does use the principles of electromagnetic induction, meaning if we know all atoms, chemicals, and cells produce an electromagnetic field. And this is how they communicate with each other via electromagnetic exchanges. So any disruption in this electromagnetic flow of energy in the cells causes impaired cell metabolism, which is the root of all disease, including depression. Because as we know, when you're talking about mental health, we're not here looking at your heart, because even though you may feel heartbroken because you're depressed, it comes from the brain. And what is it that's causing people to be depressed? Problems in the brain, problems in your neurons. So it is sick, and TMS will come in and try to heal that so you feel better. It is, another way of saying, like, if you had a problem with asthma or things like that, what do? You try to heal it. You try to address the underlying cause. And we're using the mechanism, electromagnetic fields, in order to address how we can treat a patient with major depressive disorder. This is what looks like the TMS coil. The electric current passes through the coil and it creates a magnetic field. And then it goes through all the structures of the brain, the skull, the actual cerebrum itself. And then it changes the brain activity once it gets to the neurons. And what is great about TMS is that it targets specific areas of the brain, meaning that it is more localized because of the coil, which you can place anywhere. I use it 99% of the time through the left side of the brain, which is really what we use to stimulate and heal somebody with depression.
On the surface, a depressed brain looks much like a healthy brain, but inside the differences are unmistakable. During depression, the brain isn't operating at full strength in the area responsible for emotion. Think of it as the brain's emotional control center. The emotional control center delivers signals along the neural pathways to and from the areas of the brain that determine how we act, react, and respond to situations, thoughts, and feelings. In a depressed brain, they have become less active or even inactive. In other words, signals that would normally regulate mood and emotions do not work properly in depression. This affects the brain's ability to naturally decode, evaluate, and react to what's happening around it.
So I just wanted to show what you actually see when TMS starts to work in the brain in terms of like stimulating the brain and causing all kinds of changes through magnets.